Alright, welcome back to Hentai Prison. I wasn't able to read Hentai Prison over the weekend. I made a mistake of starting Baldur's Gate 3. That was a big mistake. No, it actually, I'm almost tempted to also play it tonight, but like, yeah, I think I'm so busy tonight that the only thing I can do left is Hentai Prison. Alright, let's get started. We're in a dark cave that's never seen sunlight. It's located 700 meters below the prison. All voices are drowned out by the sounds of the miners working. Nathan and I are treated as such outcasts. Nobody even looks at us. There's a side passage in the shaft. We're in front of the large pine rock that hasn't been blasted yet. A secret area that is rarely frequented by anyone. One female officer cautiously makes her way to us. She has a weary expression on her face, like a housewife tired of her life. Keeps peering inside hesitantly. He finally summons up the courage to call out to us.
このチューリッププリズンに最も足りないものは何だと思う？
足りないもの。
That's それが。
ここで特別な占いを受けられるって噂を聞いて、それで。
Yes. The devil is in the upright position. You are suffering from unhealthy and deprived feelings.
そんなの決まっているでしょ?
What's wrong? You need to talk?
セックスよ。
All right. All right, let's look at meditating tonight. Fuck.
欲求不満な女を片っ端から抱きまくりなさい。
Nessun and I are just standing there, dumbfounded.
ここの囚人は皆変態、性的異常者よ。性をちらつかせれば簡単になびくでしょう。
Whatever we want.
それに、プリズンの監視は女女体でもある。ほぼ全員が欲求不満であると言っても過言ではないわ。
We're all sexually pent up. Are they?
童貞が熟女はみんなスケベって言ってるのと変わらねえ言い分に聞こえるが。
あら、疑うの？夏美？
は、ここに。
お前、ムラムラしてる？答えなさい。
たまに割と。
G で解消するわよね。
割としょっちゅ
う。ほら。
That's sexual harassment.
な。
看守も成人ではない。ただの人間よ。食べるものは食べるし、出すものは出す。性欲だってあるに決まっているでしょ。
Does that include you?
否定はしないわ。
It seems like it does. I'm sure it's the case if she's admitting to it. What she's basically telling me is, are we even allowed to do that? This is Dula prison. I was incarcerated for a sexual crime. Sex is heavily restricted here.
いいんじゃない？別に。
But Sencho Yagao seems to think that it's no problem.
それが最も有効なのだったらやるしかないでしょ。
She places both hands on her cane and places her chin on top. What are we gonna have our first sex scene here? I mean, with our characters involved. Does it include the orgy? Which I had to cut a lot.
ジュリアがやっていることをこちらはシラフでやるだけよ。それのどこに問題があるというのかしら。
We can't have anyone find out about this plan. In that respect, it's perfect that we've been trussed underground, treated like outcasts. Still, Sencho Yagao places undercover guards at the entrance of the mines and basement as an extra precaution.
本当なの？噂に聞いたんだけど、ここではとんでもなくリラックスできる特別な占いって。
Mr. Bader. True. I'm the one who'll be doing the servicing. I?
ええ、そうよ。目的のためなら誰とでも寝れるのでしょ。ならやりなさい。
君がそういえば聖語って呼ばれてた。
I may not have understood what that meant. There have been rumors going around for a while that I was a stud. That's why all these sexually frustrated people seem to have such high expectations. What's wrong? You need to talk? As far as treating women goes, I have nothing but confidence.
隣の独房が豚鼻野郎でいびきがうるさくて眠れなくて、そのせいで生理不順に。
I'm glad I learned how to do these readings. Okay then, lie down in the upright position in this bed. But this time, I'm not just here to listen.
無論ただやればいいというわけではないわよ。従前に性的満足を与え、この人は自分を気持ちよくしてくれる。この人の言うことを聞いていればいい。
This plan only works if I can do that. Your muscles are so tense. It must have been hard. I'll correct your blood flow now. But the inmates here have nicknames.
なんか手が変なとこ入って。
They're basically just named after their sexual proclivities. Looks like your lymph flow here needs work. For example, my current client lured a masseur to her home for an on-site massage and forced him to sex and uploaded the videos online. There. It's starting to flow better again.
待って、もしかしてこれ脱法ワークなんじゃ。
Which means he's extremely vulnerable to massage like this.
待って、それを入れたら脱法ファックっていうよりセックスなんじゃ。
It's just a limp massage. I'm handling a hentai. He's been forced to abstain. Limp. Making the climax isn't difficult once you get the hang of it. Thanks to my tireless training and quite the stamina. You can scream and moan as much as you want. Just say it! Compared to swimming against the current fully clothed, this is barely a warm-up. Say it! I've also become more vigorous due to my increased testosterone from all the exercise.
私がやられてもプリズンの一匹狼はまだまだたくさんいるんだから。
No matter how many people I treat, there will still be more to whose needs.
このまま僕の中に。
All that working out has come in handy in such an unlikely scenario. This isn't why I started training.
本当に整合になっちまったな。
Seriously. Life is funny, I think to myself. But it's not like this game easy. I don't know if I can do it. I answered like that when this was proposed. Simply put, I can't imagine I can sexually satisfy the opposite sex. Because I'm a virgin. I didn't have the confidence at all.
おい、うちのが嫌がってるんだ。他に方法を検討できねえのかい？
思ったより甘やかしているのね。戦争は数だと言ったのは貴様でしょうに。ならば最も母数の多い女を狙い撃つのが一番簡単よ。
ならてめえは自分の部下に命じるのか？そこののっぽの姉さんに小汚い男に抱かれてこいと。
夏美は私よりもよっぽど経験豊富よ。どこかの大母とは違ってね。
そうは言うがな。
それにこれしか方法がないことは貴様が一番わかっているんじゃないのかしら、プリンセス。
Nathan falls silent, looking quite displeased.
女の人とキスしたこともないの？
I like how Natsumi's the one who asked that question. I've kissed Nathan once.
あるんだ。あれはまあ不可抗力みたいなもんではあるが。
なるほど、そういうこと。貴様、坊やが他の女を抱くのが嫌なのね。くだらない嫉妬だわ。
そういうわけじゃねえよ。湊自身の意志の問題だ。
fine with it. If this is necessary, and it will help Nessan, then I won't hesitate. If it's a technique issue, I'll just learn. But how?
そんなの簡単な話でしょ。
Tencho Yagao says rather casually again.
練習すればいいじゃない。そこの女と。
は？
Oh. Main menu song plays, by the way. Nessan lets out an exclamation at Tencho's suggestion. Yagao just clacks her cane on the floor and stands up.
てめえな。
朝まで時間をあげるわ。この部屋を貸すから体に覚え込ませなさい。どこが女の喜ぶ場所なのかをね。
人事だと思って言ってくれるじゃねえか。
だって所詮は人事だもの。この私が協力してあげるのだから、それだけでありがたいと思いなさい。夏美、それじゃソフィアには話を通しておくから、あとはよろしく頼んだわよ。
And with that, she closes the door behind her. Nessan and I have been left alone behind the room. But we aren't left alone for long.
これを渡すのを忘れてた。
Seen a plastic bag before.
否認はしっかり。
They're condoms. I never thought I'd be using them for myself. But what do we do? I asked Nessan because I'm at a loss.
どうしようか。
Nessan looks a little lost herself.
私も経験があるわけじゃねえが、一応防虫術ってもんは習ってる。
So they're equally virgins, I guess. You have?
花嫁修行ってやつでな。おことやお花の一環だ。時代錯誤も甚だしいと思ってたが、まさかこんなところで役に立つとはね。だからまあ、一通りは私で経験できると思うよ。
Anyway, I react when she says that she can give me a taste.
飲む打つ買うは男の花ってもんだ。てめえくらいの年ならこっちじゃ遅すぎるくらいだが。
My heart starts racing, and breathing becomes more difficult.
しかしてめえは初体験なんだろ？いいのか、つまり。
To be honest, I want to. A lot. I wonder how sex starts. I can't even imagine it.
そうか。まあ、てめえくらいの年頃ならそうなんだろうが。
But my bottom half is yours. The vow I made over the chastity belt. I want to a lot. But I won't have sex without your permission. That's the oath of loyalty I swore inside my heart. Or, you said I couldn't massage your breasts.
言ったな。
I don't want to do anything you wouldn't want. What should I do, Nessan? A sweet aroma waves towards me. Nessan reaches out to my chest. She slowly caresses my chin before she pulls me into her.
抱かせてくれるかい、港。
What's is that the reply? Okie dokie? Is that it? What? I can't tell if this is how they actually said. They said that equally. Kind of. This is awkward. Ever confirmation. Whatever. How cool is she? I think to myself.
それじゃあ脱ぎな、港。
All right, we're gonna cut soon. Okay.
相変わらず大道芸者の早脱ぎだ。だが、それでも窮屈だろ、キナ。その鍵外して自由にしてやる。
I thrust my groin out, and Nessan squats down in front of me. Gently holds my testicles as she delicately begins to unlock the belt. I hear the clicking and clacking of her fiddling with it, enough to pump all my blood to my member.
よしと。これでてめえは自由だ。
You're not gonna call it Amatsuku. He calls it member, not Amatsugun. What? Wow, he's not thinking about his member Amatsugun anymore. For that moment.
もうピクピクしてるじゃないか。
Because you're looking at my privates, and it's like you're playing with it.
かわいいやつめ。それじゃあ、私の服を脱がせてくれるかい？
You want me to do it?
片っ端から女を抱きまくるんだろ？てめえが脱がせてやらないと冷めるのだっているかもしれねえぞ。
But it feels better to take off the clothes yourself.
やれやれ。生粋の露出狂だね、お前は。そうだな。仮に私が湊の服を脱がせてやったらどうだ？
You? I try imagining this and taking out my clothes. That's really nice. I think that would be really nice.
そういうこった。近い距離で服を剥いていくことで互いに気分を高めるんだ。これから本当にこの人とするんだってな。
Nice. I think to myself, just how much I want Nessun to take out my clothes. Can I put my clothes back on for a second?
よかねえよ。露出狂が聞いて呆れちまうぞ。
Well, I'll be an introductionist just for now.
そりゃ何が狂ってんだ？
No.
ちげえねえ。とにかくもう裸さらしてんだ。脱がしてやるのはまた今度の機会にな。
There's going to be a next time?
それはお前さんの頑張り次第だよ。本気でネマの技を覚えるためにやる行為なら何度だって付き合ってやる。
And I'm finally motivated. I'll do my best then.
たわいないね。どんな修羅場をくぐり抜けても可愛いやつだよ、お前は。
I don't mind being called kawaii by Nessun.
それじゃあ改めて脱がしてもらえるかい？
Okay. I step closer to Nessun and start taking off her prison uniform. It's a little difficult as it's so snug on her, but the design isn't much different from the men's. Why, I don't stumble. The fair skin is gradually getting exposed, more and more. I'm the one doing it. It's true. I think to myself, taking someone's clothes off is exciting, whether I want it to be or not. Nessun and I are about to have sex right now. Inside this facility. A prison that forbids sexual behavior. I bring her closer so I can remove her bra, and my erection brushes against her belly. Come in. My chin hit you.
おう、まあ気にしないでいい。これから中に入れるんだからな。
Right.
だからって押し付けていいとは言ってねえが。
I mean, you said not to worry about it.
欲望に正直なんだからな。ほら、あとたったの一枚だ。その手でひんむいてくんなよ。
Okay. I squat down and place my hand on the triangular fabric, having Nessun's most precious area. Flip it off. Nessun silently raises one leg and steps right out. She does the same with the other leg, and her panties are complete. All right, I'm back. It was an H scene, and I like how it really captures how it really was like Taeka teaching Minato how to have sex and things to think about. It was taken seriously. It was taken seriously. That was the interesting thing. It was taken seriously, and it was taken in a much more it was focused in I don't know how to describe it. Techniques, but not like where you hit or something like that, you know, stuff you There was this line about communication and all that shit. I was like, oh, that's very wholesome for a sex scene, for a VN sex scene or whatever, all that sort of thing. So that was interesting. And yeah, that was a very familiar moan. In case you don't know who's voice acting Taeka, she has the same VA as Noah from Tenchi Soso Rebuto. So when I heard her like moan, I was like, I recognize that moan for somewhere. Anyway, let's continue. With newfound confidence, I take in many inmates, female inmates.
そんな陰湿な鑑定企画についておちんぽミルク出されたら絞れ
I get the hang of it. Am I trusting abilities improved dramatically?
私チンポと金玉が上背よりでかい二なりっこじゃなきゃ嫌なのにこんな普通チンポ普通金玉の男に落とされてるよ
By making the other person climax, you also bring pleasure and excitement to yourself.
これだけ気持ちよくしてくれたんだから協力してあげてもいいよおむんこって人生の縮図ね
We expand our forces like I stretch these pussies out.
性交渉相手が54名、うち絶頂させたのが48名、明確に協力関係になったのが33名。
I wasn't surprised for the initial sex scene. But yeah, she really did sound like Noah from Tenchi Sozo Reboot. Anyway.
1週間でいいペースじゃないかしら。その腰からぶら下げたものは飾りではなかったということね。おやおや、その割には気持ちが良かったという顔ではないわね。
I'm fine. I probably sleep with 7 a day. If I included the training sessions, I ejaculated in 3 digits already. I've lost a lot of weight, and my cheeks are beginning to sink in. I guess that's just how much energy sex takes. I'm also working the mines as part of my inmate duties. My stamina is clearly not recovering at the rate it's being spent.
どう見ても大丈夫じゃねえだろ
God, Nasan helping me. I'm the one doing the act, but Nasan's job to negotiate with our new prospective ally. That's the job is to negotiate with our new prospective allies. Our enemies are guards and can't get out that we had sex. Nasan uses that to her advantage, applying some good old-fashioned Yakuza negotiation tactics. We got them to help
や
us.
っぱり計画に無茶がありすぎるもっとペースを落とすべきじゃないのか
ダメよ。いつジュリアが動き出すかわからないのだもの。戦力は早く整えなくてはならない。
だが今のままじゃ湊の体が
それが一体何だというの？放っておけばこの坊やは袋叩きにあって死んでいたでしょう。それなら睾丸が干からびる方がマシというもの。違うかしら。
Besides, we can only bring biological women to our side. We're clearly going to hit a ceiling eventually.
なら私が男たちの相手をすれば
No. I shake my head.
てめえのセックスを教えてやったのは私だぞできない話だとは思えねえが
No way. I say in a firmer tone than I meant. And Nessa seems taken aback.
なぜだてめえの体のことだぞそれにこっちの方が効率的じゃねえか
I don't know. I don't know why myself. I don't want anyone else touching Nassan's body. Besides, I can do guys too. I can do anything. I'd rather be subjected to these awful experiences than her. I vowed. My job. To protect her smile. Please, let me handle this, Nessan. Nessan looks away, almost as if she's embarrassed. I think I see her cheeks looking a bit flush.
へえ、ずいぶんと愛されてるわね、お姫様。
うるせえな
私はどっちでもいいけれど、血は喧嘩はやめなさい。ヘドが出るわ。どちらにしろ、貴様らは私の駒よ。坊やは種馬のように腰を振りなさい。それくらいしかできることはないのだから。
Yes, ma'am.
いい返事ね。これは保険よ。気の触れたジュリアが唐突に暴動でも起こした時に拮抗するための保険。
He looks down at us with cold eyes.
私は勝てる勝負しかしないの。保険ができて初めてようやく公正に打って出ることができるのだから。
I don't care if that I'm a pawn or my balls get drained dry. I don't care as long as I can protect Nessan.
お小水ゲリベンの効果発動。このカード以下の性癖レベルのインモンスターとバトルする場合、相手インモンスターの攻撃力はゼロとなる。
セクシーズインモンスターは性癖を持たない。よって効果は無効。
何？性癖を持たないならレベル0ではないのか。
After Nessan's fall from grace, the recreation room has become the epicenter of car battles. Dengyo has become a prison while it hit.
立ち上がれ、僕の分身スペルマライドブラジャーブレードコインベッドクリトリストリガーゲット。
I like how you hear the HP sound effect.
ライフで受ける。
Oh no! Oh no! The fucking HP! The battle points are equal to 0 now! Fuck! The meta's advanced during my absence.
よそのカード混じってねえか。
It's better we distribute the risk.
拡散してるだけにも見えるが。
In any case, the game's popularity works in our favor.
なんとか勝てたぜ。でもギリギリだった。これじゃまだ子宮兄弟にも勝てない。
Yukoku. I walk up to the man with this style from behind. You just know who that guy's supposed to be. Do you want to become better? Just an inmate passing through. Anyway, you want this?
これ清流。
I got a DSF too.
だいぶでかいブーブス。
You want them?
そりゃ欲しいけど、こんなレアインモンスター、俺金持ってないんだ。
金がねえのにカード持ってんのか。
カードは拾った。
You don't need to pay me. What I want now are strong allies.
強い味方。
You have potential. I had tons of other cards like these.
強姦の無法殺、神の線釣り、悪名思考ドストーカー。すごい。
I also have this terrifying card.
これは聖なるヤリマン、マジックミラーフォース。
散々
Mirror Force.
気質じゃねえか。
If you join my side, then I'll give you all of these.
全部？
If you don't have any money, I have a good way. You can sell these rare cards to the other screwless.
そんな方法が。でも売れるだろうか。
Don't worry. Just tell people they can resell them for a lot of money.
確かに。そっか、そうすればいいのか。
Since this is your first time, I'll give you all these cards. You agree to become my ally. And I want you to do the same thing I did to recruit more allies.
わかった。なんかできる気がしてきた。よし、早速行ってくるぞ。
It runs up enthusiastically. That went well. This way I can bring in men who aren't homosexuals. And the overwhelming majority of Zengyo screwless are males. Nunari Nessan would have to put her body on the line.
湊、お前
Nessan stares at me as if reading my thoughts.
犯罪者のセンスあるよ。冗談だ。そんな顔すんな。かわいいやつだ。
Nessan pats my head as she laughs out loud. I'm glad. As long as she's laughing, I feel happy.
ありがとな、湊。
I'll do anything for my idol. Although, I would find it very helpful if you did all the negotiating.
おう、任しとけ。きっちり根回ししとくさ。
Nessan really is best when she's smiling. I think to myself. Outside our sessions, I've been working diligently in the mines.
穴掘るときもそれなのかい。
It's become a habit. Recruiting allies may be important, but I can't forget to continue working out. Just as Central Yugao said, we don't know when the nun might make a move. I won't let anyone lay a finger on you.
そんなヘロヘロの体でよく言う。無茶するなよ。私の努力じゃ不安かい？
While it's obvious that Nessa is stronger than me, I feel that this is a matter of motivation.
とは言っても、私は万全な状態じゃねえ。特に回し蹴りのキレは悪そうだ。
Why?
股が痛えのさ。どっかの誰かに疲れすぎてな。それとも男を知ったら強くなるかな。
Feel motivated to work even harder. Should be able to continue expanding our base as long as my body doesn't give out. Once we're ready, we move on to the next step.
根本治療だ。奴の洗脳方法を突き止めない限り、私たちに未来はねえわけだからな。
Yeah. How exactly is the nun brainwashing the inmates? We're fairly sure she's using a drug called H, but we haven't been able to confirm it. Teacher Yugao said it takes time and preparation to completely reprogram someone.
ああ。ということは、このプリズンのどこかに仕込まれているってことだ。
The most obvious answer is the food.
そいつは考えがたい。なぜなら善人はうめず、うちの組のものだ。そんな隙を見せるほど間抜けなわけじゃねえだろ。
Besides, we all eat in the food and haven't been brainwashed. Do you think there are guards who've been brainwashed
い
too?
ないことはないはず。いや、二等車集会にも一等車集会にも監視はいなかったな。
They had inmates in charge of security. In that case, maybe it's possible that only the inmates can be brainwashed. Or perhaps they're only brainwashing inmates on purpose. But why?
あの教会な。
Okay.
島の教会だ。何か違和感があるとは思わなかったか？なんて言ったらいいのか。あの建物はおかしな場所があったと思うんだ。
Nasan is used to painting scenery. I feel like her instincts can be trusted. I don't know. Can you remember any
い
details?
や、はっきりとは。絵にでも起こしてみれば判明するかもしれないんだが。
Nasan said before that making art helps clear her head whenever anything's troubling her. Then let's draw it. I love watching Nasan draw. Even if it doesn't lead us to anything, I want her to draw. We'll need to make a request to buy paper and pencils.
一仕事終わったら、私は画材を探してくるよ。吾妻が処分しちまったかもしれないが、その時は鉛筆で書くことにするさ。
Are you okay being alone?
旗絵組の親分をなめるなよ。足手まといがいない分、気軽に戦えるってもんさ。
眼線を回収してて、君みたいな嫌われにも声をかけないと思って、私は優しいから。でも誰かに喋ってるところを見られたら叱られちゃうので、
I've been summoned by Kusumari.
ついでに持ち物検査させてもらいますね。何か違反品を持っていたら没収です。
It seems that's her aim.
君は他の囚人より入念に調べろって言われてるんですよ。何も面白そうなものがない。つまんない。
Recently, inmates have been hiding all sorts of stuff in unlikely places, requiring thorough searching.
大変ばっかりじゃありませんよ。顔役は役得ばっかりですから。
Yeah, you have to take a bath every day.
私はお風呂好きじゃないので、それはどうでもいいんですけど、体見られるの好きじゃないし。
Then what's so great?
没収したカードは自分のものにできるから。
Evidently, that's the point of her baggage search. Zengyo is as popular as ever.
君は貧乏人ですし、一緒に回してくれる友達がいないから関係ありませんよね。すごい面白い。かわいそうすぎて笑えてきちゃった。無様だね、愚か。
I'm glad she's enjoying this. I think to myself.
それに最近では助手の間ですっごい噂が流れてて。
What kind?
君は男のガキなので教えられません。でもすっごい気持ちいいらしくて脱法ファックなんて目じゃないそうで気になりますよね。でも教えてあげませんよ。残念ですね。悔しいですね。
She's still the worst, I think, to myself. Looking back, every side she's ever been on has experienced horrible defeat. Even if we see the chance to bring her on board, we'd be better off without her, I think to myself. Can I go now?
いいです。君と会ったとは思われたくないので早く行ってほしいっていうか、あとなんかイカ臭いです。
I'm going to make her apologize in her native accent someday. I think so. I really like how he really wanted to emphasize the native accent thing. I turn around and head for the door, and I see a familiar face coming towards me. It's Narrated.
これは私いじめられっ子と口聞いてたわけじゃなくて、たまたまというか。
I recently saw him going around bragging about how he gets the bait every day now that he has been transferred to the cafeteria. He should be busy preparing lunch at this point. What's the matter? Why is he here? Ah! He's suddenly grasping by the throat. His fingers dig into my skin, putting pressure around my trachea. Ugh! I throw a punch in his face as hard as I can. I hear a dull tug. But the hentai dude doesn't even flinch. As if he hasn't even realized he's been punched. His eyes don't even look human. They're like an insect. This is weird. I didn't think he was ever this strong. Then a slovenly light with a body to match. Then, I can't breathe. I'm going to die. Just as I think I'm going to die, something like a needle stabs Hentai-Duser's arm. It lets go of my throat reflexively and knocks me away. Then the SST officer shoulders a big bone Hentai-Duser. The Hentai-Duser's body slants against the wall and he passes out.
マシロ、この男を医務棟に連れて行って。承知。
I'm bent over the ground, coughing, but I'm soon picked up by the back of the neck.
この場にとどまるのはまずい。行くよ。
That was a straight up attack. I've been brought to the Japanese garden.
はい、大丈夫です。目立った外傷はありません。少し休憩が必要だと思います。
Talking to someone through the radio on her neck.
はい、承知しました。
Then suddenly, the short SST officer with a speech impediment appears.
姉さん、男は連れて行きました。誰にも見つかっていないはず。身割りに踊ります。
Reheating a roast? What does that mean? I think to myself. What do you mean by that?
死ね。
What does yeah mean? Maybe the SSD has some sort of code words. I think to myself. I don't know. I heard her clear there, but what? Anyway, whatever. I don't know.
ここで1時間くらい休憩していい。作業に戻る必要はない。
Why not?
警備隊は0720番への聞き取りが必要と判断した。と、プリズン側には伝えてある。
And
リーダーみたいな意味。
this person is the leader at the SST. Apparently, the SST has more power than I thought. But you have to do what the guards say.
規則上はそう。けれど、私たちは夕顔監視長の命令しか聞かない。
That's how much power they have. They can't lead Nessan on her own.
問題ない。彼女にも見張りがついているから。問題が起これば誰よりも早く駆けつける。懲罰房へ入れられないように。
Makes me feel like I'm under their protection. I am very grateful.
お礼を言われる筋合いはない。夕顔監視長のご命令。
The SST feel like they're robots.
今回の一件で分かった。
あの人が言っていた通り、君はあまりに弱すぎる。だからもっとトレーニングするべきだと思う。
Wow.
のでやってもらう。
Wow, that's who's gonna help, is gonna train us? Holy shit. I have been training for a while now. Being told I'm too weak doesn't sit right with me. Nessa is training me.
そうなんだ。
I doubt you're stronger than my teacher, my Sisho. I find myself on the ground. What did you do?
攻撃。
No wonder.
安心して。少なくとも君たちじゃ相手にならない。私はちゃんとした戦闘訓練を受けているから。
It doesn't matter if she's stronger than Nessa or not. It's clear that I don't stand a chance against her. I still don't want to.
どうして？
It just doesn't sit well with me. It sets any heart for someone whose face I can't even see. Oh! She shows her face. Oh my god. She unexpectedly removes her mask without any resistance. I imagine someone with a rougher look, but I find her rather charming. I think to myself, you're allowed to take that off?
これは囚人からの報復を避けるためにつけているもの。なら協力者に顔を隠す必要はない。
We're allies?
敵の敵は味方。けれど身内ではない。
I understand what she's saying. I'm someone Yugao deems useful. Just as Yugao is to me.
君は大切な人を守るために力をつけなくてはならない。
They may be allies, but they aren't people I should be trusting either. Okay. I showed the karate I learned to the SSD Shikikan. I have to admit that my movements are rather lacking due to my low stamina. The Shikikan looks surprised. What's the matter?
いいえ、これなら私も教えやすいかもしれない。
Oh, at least the stamina training was worth it. I don't know what she means by that. Then, a new move.
どういうこと？
I was only told to practice my middle strike because I'm not that talented.
戦勝あるを恐れず、一生熟するを恐れよ。一つのことを追求している人間の方が怖いものだよ。
This famous line. This famous quote. She sounds like Nessan. Maybe I can actually believe her. Think to myself. In any case, the Shikikan watches me silently as I continue to practice my middle strike. We don't talk much. How am I?
思ったよりもいいね。
What can I do to be stronger?
筋トレ。
Sounds like she's not interested in teaching me anything at all. Or maybe she's not much of a talker. I decided to throw out the topic to kickstart a conversation. What do you think about the brainwashing?
わからない。
You don't know?
私は殴る以外に脳がないから難しいことは考えられない。
Apparently she's not a thinker.
正直、みんなが話してる内容も半分くらい分かってない。
She apparently can't follow. Then, what do you think about?
お腹減ったなとか。
I'm starting to That's cute. I'm starting to like her. How long have you been in the SST?
高校を卒業してすぐ今の会社に入った。このプリズンは警備をその会社に嘱託してる。つまり私は派遣社員。
So basically she's a contractor. That's sorry, I'm using the tech term for that. Anyway, whatever. I just assumed she worked for the prison.
出身地とかいろいろあってプリズンでいじめられてたんだけど。
Don't get bullied outside of just school?
ここもある意味では会社だけど。
That's true. I just thought bullying only happened with kids. But apparently, that's not the case.
お金がなくってやめられなかったんだけど、その時に助けてくれたのがあの。
He means Yugao Kanshito.
これまで軽く扱われていた警備隊をずっと面倒見てくれた。
treatment.
これまでは派遣っていう立場からよく看守たちからストレス解消に使われていた。ここはストレスが多い。
Okay, I don't get it. Because she did mention that theoretically, supposedly the guards are like much more higher rank, and they're supposed to follow whatever the guards are doing. And you know, in a company setting, usually the contractors are, they're, compared to like full-time employees and all. Anyway, whatever. I think I remember hearing how dispatch workers can run into a lot of issues in society.
そんな時、夕顔監視長はいつも助けてくれた。会社に掛け合って福利厚生を安定させて、休みもお給料も増やしてくれた。
Bro, that's a lot. I find it hard to believe. She's not that nice.
君は勘違いしてる。優しい人だよ。
The Shikikan speaks as she looks upon the pretty flowers.
だから私たちはあの人を裏切らない。
Well, I don't feel the same way. I can't deny her feelings. It's a personal opinion. Then, I think you should watch your backs. The nun has to have figured out that we got Yugao Kancho in our corner. If Yugao Kancho's power lies in the SST, then the obvious approach is to try to weaken it to weaken her. If she makes a push, take the SST down. He'll start with the Shikikan. That's what I would do. Then I would take down Yugao Kancho before finally eliminating me and Nessan. The Shikikan looks dumbfounded.
頭いいんだね、君。
I had mixed feelings because I wasn't expecting a compliment. And it also doesn't seem like she followed half of what I said.
私はあの人に恩返しをするまでやられるつもりはない。
But you don't know how an enemy will strike. She nods.
お互いに頑張らなくちゃいけないね。愛する人のために。
I told my head to decide in confusion.
あ、いや、今のは愛するっていうのは上司をって意味で。
Oh, I see. It's you just know kind of thing. Okay, got it. Nessa is my idol. Not romantic. Even Kodabayashi told me that your feelings for your idol are similar to romantic love. Not to get the wrong idea, become one of those troublesome fans. Why I've been so strict with myself. I don't think that applies to me.
もしもあの子に恋人ができたら。
I cannot believe Natsumi's the one who's gonna be like, bro, did you realize? I'd hate it.
結婚したら祝福できる？
Never.
誰かと手をつないでいるのを見かけたら？
I don't want anyone even touching her.
自分以外とセックスしたら？
My brain would explode. Saying this makes me think, are these feelings one that a fan has for an idol he wants to see succeed?
それは相手を独り占めしたい。自分のためだけに生きてほしいってことでしょ。つまりそれって恋愛感情なんじゃない？
Fondness and having sex with the other inmates. Rather sacrifice my health and well-being than see her do that.
じゃあないかな。
The Shikigan says without much confidence. But I'm left speechless. This feeling that's been growing inside me. I love Nessan. Saying it out loud makes it land home. When I arrived at the torture chamber, I see hentai dudes are strung up.
それでポポタミーミとは何を指すのかしら？
ポポタミミはポポタミミだ。ポポタミミは聖なる体を持ち、火はワイプを振り払い、オラビーフを積む食べレイボールのだ。
日本語で喋りなさい。
僕くさ
Hentai Dusher has been stripped naked and then Kasho Yugao Galkan show is poking him with her cane as he sports an erection.
射精させてほしい？賢い犬に私はちゃんと飴を与えることにしているの。さあ、喋りなさい。触れてもないのに射精した。だらしのない前立腺ね。肛門が緩いと口までガバガバになってしまうのかしら？
He really is cruel, I think to myself.
なるほど。エンドオブフリフリが仲間、同志。モポッポロが悪や標的。ムヒヒイが脅威語になるわけね。坊や、メモを取りなさい。
What? She's actually able to translate that shit?
ピがつくものは肯定、ポがつくものは否定の意味を持つ。ピククンクサならありがとう。ポククンクサならごめんなさい。
Control the notebook. Start writing down everything Hentai Deucer says.
アーラメオラピーフというのは
功徳を積むための信言。題目を唱えることで神の国へと近づくことができる。
His eyes are empty like an insect's.
踊り念仏のようなものね。唱えるだけで幸せになれたら資本主義の国家なんてないというのにね。
He's definitely been brainwashed, I think to myself. He was strangling me with so much force. He shouldn't have the muscles to do that.
そういうものよ。催眠をかけたらどんなこともできてしまう。
Jump up and fly.
そういうことではないわ。
He means the brain is free from any limiters, allowing it to access power that's been restricted by the rational mind. That's why he doesn't feel any pain from my punches.
で、教祖様のお望みは何なのかしら。所長の地位？それとも金？
教祖はいない。いるのはシスター様と巫女様だけ。
The Miko-sama. Oh yeah, they never showed who's the Miko-sama. He was just like a shadow. He passes out. After finishing the interrogation, Hentai Deucer's release.
伏見川、この小汚い男を棒に戻しておきなさい。なるべく目立たないようにね。
An oval-faced SST officer grabs Hentai Deucer with one arm and pulls. Nessun steps in after they leave.
えらく顔を腫らした野郎が引きずられていったが、てめえの仕業かい？
それをやったのは私ではないけれど、生きがいいのを見つけたものだから。
You brought him here?
ええ、イム島では貴様と同じく接触が困難になるわ。ジュリアの信者が一匹欲しかったのよ。
なぜだ？
ドスケベ正教について調べていたけど、宗教用語が意味不明だったものだから。もし仲間内だけの暗号があった場合、それを用いて連絡を取られると初動が遅れてしまう。これは致命的だわ。
So that's why they abducted him.
いくら刑務官であっても、何でもない囚人を拷問にかけることはできない。ちょうど問題を起こしてくれてよかったわね。
このために私らを派手に動かしてたってわけか。
ええ、そうよ。言ってなかったかしら。
We're just pawns to her. Nothing more, nothing less.
逆恨みされるのは心外ね。それに、この程度の拷問、貴様も慣れたことでしょ？
ああ、大して珍しいことでもねえさ。戦争中に柄をさらわれる方が悪い。気になるのは簡単すぎるってことだ。
Wait, I'll be right back. I need to... Alright, I'm back. I'm just gonna finish the scene and I'm gonna call it a day.
ジュリアにとっては些細なアドバンテージでしかないのでしょう。けれど、理解していないというのは気持ち悪いことよ。その価値はあったわ。
He wipes her cane with a handkerchief before taking a seat.
ジュリアの狙いがわからない。そのことが一番の問題だとね。
We've been thinking the same thing. What does she want to do by brainwashing these inmates?
目的があるなら、次の行動も予測が立つ。先回りして潰すこともできる。
だが奴はただ静観してるだけだ。港を襲ってみせはしたが、やはり私たちに激しく攻撃してくる様子はない。
He's leaving us alone. There might be tension, but nothing has happened aside from this attack. It feels like the nun is always watching our every move.
水面下で動いていて、何かしらの準備をしているのは間違いないでしょうけれど、その理由がわからないわ。
Benefit? What benefit does the nun get from brainwashing prisoners? If she wants this prison, then why? What is it that you want if you're able to take control of the prison as the person closest to her situation?
金よ、それ以外にはないわ。
そんなに金が欲しいならどうして刑務官なんぞになったんだ？先生は発給だと聞いたわ。
教えてあげるわ、おバカさん。ここは幻の強制管区、チューリッププリズン。故に秘匿性が高く、比例して給与も高額に設定されている。
From a correctional officer's point of view, it's an island full of sex criminals without any shops or entertainment. They wouldn't be doing it if the pay weren't good.
けれど、この程度じゃ全く足りないのよ。私たちがいなければこのプリズンは回らないというのに。
It lets out a dissatisfied snort. Then, maybe the nun really wants money too?
島を所有してるほどの金持ちがこんな危険を冒してまで欲するもんか。
Yeah, she has something going on. I mean, the mere fact that she owns an island, you know, and she has association. She has an association with like a pharmaceutical company from her family ties. So she's very rich for sure. So she has really something else going on for her.
可能性は限りなく低いわね。あの女は未来製薬という巨大会社のご令嬢よ。本人はどこかの情報工学科だったらしいけれど、それで薬品を手に入れているのでしょ。
Information science. Usually, information science is meant to be the study for library. You know, no, I don't know. I was looking at university once because I noticed that they differentiated information science and information technology. Naturally, information technology is tech, whatever. Information science is, well, when you come down to it, you know, categorization of data and information. And one part of it, you become a librarian, and the other part of it, you also still end up doing tech work, databases and all. It's kind of weird. Anyway, no, she doesn't seem to be the type who likes money. Taking the inmates off the island and conducting the Sabbath must have cost a lot of money to begin with. Yigao Kanshiro called her a psychopath. Is her goal the actual brainwashing? Or has she still looking to have power over people? It would actually be more troublesome. It'd be like a bomb that could explode at any moment.
ドスケベ正教について調べた。そっちは
大した情報はなかったわ。10年ほど前にこことは違う偏僻な島で始まった宗教で、セクロスなんて馬鹿げた名前の神を祀ってる。
I remember hearing that name during the gathering at Ukonjima.
そして名前の通り性行為を是とするカルト教団、セクロス教なんて呼ばれ方もしていたらしいわ。ただジュリアはよく笑顔だなんだって言っているけど、そんなものは教義のどこにも一言だって書いてない。
Umari, that's something the nun just says that has nothing to do with the religion. If that's the case, does it seem like she's a real fanatic for their dogma?
さっきの小汚い男はシスターの他に巫女がいるとか言っていたけど、巫女なんてものも本来のセクロス教には存在しない役職よ。
There was definitely someone called Amiko on Ukonjima. I didn't get to see what she looked like since she was under a veil. Who was the Miko?
分かっていたらとっくに言っているでしょ。
That's true. Either way, we don't have enough information yet at the moment.
やれやれ。このプリズンはおかしな人間しか揃ってねえな。どうやったらまともな無所になる？
それはもちろん私が権力を握った時に決まっているでしょ。
Yugao Kanshiro speaks without a sense of sarcasm. Why do you want power that much? I find that curious. People can live without power, or it would only weigh you down.
坊やはなぜチューリッププリズンが存在しているか知っている？
I don't. Yugao Kanshiro finally tells me the origin of Tulip Prison.
このプリズンは元は炭鉱だったという話は知っているでしょ。けれどその前、戦前はただの岩礁でしかなかった。けれど調査の結果、質のいい石炭が取れると分かり、 何度かの埋め立てを経て人が住める炭鉱として機能するようになった。どこからでも乗り入れが自由だったことから港島なんて俗称で呼ばれたようね。
Is it ironic his name is also Minato?
ナモリという名前がわかるかしら。
Namori?
巨大財閥だ。古くは戦艦なんかを建造していて、今は電気自動車やクリーンエネルギーなんかを統括してるはず。
当時はナモリ重工と呼ばれたその会社は戦中は奴隷などを連れてくることで採掘を続けた。逃亡できないよう高い柵が設けられたのもこの辺りだそうよ。そして戦後高度経済成長に合わせて石炭の需要が高まり、多い時では4500人以上の炭鉱夫が働いていた。
Man, that really is a literal mining town. 4,500. But that ended when the main energy source shifted to oil. No longer as profitable, Harbor Island was going to be closed.
閉山したのは70年代前半。ちょうど犯罪数が底を入れていたわ。けれど80年代半ばにかけて増加していった。実際は0年代まで増えていくわけだけれど、今後もしかしたら収容人数が増え続けて懲役が収まりきらなくなるかもしれないと国は考えた。その頃にはナモリは巨大財閥に成長していた。慈善事業として国へ島を寄付し、改築工事費に約300億円も提供した。そうして出来上がったのが
Tulip Prison. The prison was built by private funds, not the government's. That's why it's a phantom precinct that shouldn't exist.
けれど慈善事業というのはね、検証されなければ企業にとって何のメリットもないのよ。メリットもないのになぜそんなことをしたのかしら。
Because they're really good people?
金持ちがいい人なわけないでしょ。
Does she have some sort of grudge against rich people? I think to myself. Remember, she's also there was something about her being poor, if I remember correctly. That's her background, as far as I remember. She has a similar background with what's the sensei's name again? Fuck, I already forgot. I can't believe I really read this VM too slowly, man. Erika? Anyway, never mind. So, my memory's bad these days.
それにプリズンが成り立つためには巨大な資金が必要になる。さっきも言った通り、ここの刑務官は高級取りだしね。さあ、その金をどうやって捻出していると思う？
炭鉱か。
Human resources are practically free here. Whatever we mine turns into pure profits.
そりゃ今でも石炭の需要ってもんはあるだろうが、莫大な利益とやらを捻出できるほどのもんか。
プリズンから取れる高品質な歴製炭はコークスの原料炭として用いることもできるわ。コークスを用いるものは鉄鋼よ。学校行ってないの？ああ、行ってないのか。
I like that second comment she made that didn't translate. Didn't you go to school? Oh, I guess you didn't. That's so mean. The company originally built ships, but they could never have enough iron and steel. All the coal mined in this prison goes to them. That's why Namori Heavy Industries turned this into a prison?
そういうことよ。囚人を使えば仕入れは半分以下で抑えられるでしょう。これは企業に莫大な利益をもたらす。
Tulip Prison was a huge source of profits. I never even thought about it.
私たちがいくら金を受け取っていると言っても、それは莫大な利益の残りかすでしかないのよ。
Where's that money going?
一人いるでしょ。ろくに仕事もせずふんぞり返っているだけのバーバーが。
Warden Mizushiro. It looks like Higao Kashiro and the nun have the most actual power in the prison, but the warden is receiving insane profits behind the scenes.
慶修学者か何か知らないけれど、あの女はプリズン存続のために外部へと金をばらまき、この島に還元することを一切考えていない。一部では重機会社との癒着という噂もあるし、国が管理する施設でこれはとても不健全なことでしょ。
Bro, What the fuck is the scale of this VN, man? What? Oh my god. And you want to correct that kind of misconduct?
まさかそんなわけないでしょ。
Yeah, I didn't think so.
そこまで莫大な金と権力が渦巻いているのなら、そっくりそのまま頂戴するわ。そして私は力でこのプリズンを支配する。暴力と還元、金などなくとも管理することは可能なのよ。
Oh, she literally said that line up earlier about carrots and stick. That doesn't seem much worse than how things are now. I think to myself.
やれやれ、力で支配とは。これじゃあどちらにしろまともな刑務所になることはなさそうだな。
どこの世界でも必要でしょ、抑止力というのは。それがないから有象無象が好き勝手な真似をする。それともヤクザさんは自分の暴力装置だけが正当だって言いたいのかしら。
Yugao Kasho asked sarcastically.
正当じゃねえからヤクザが無所に来るんだろ。
おやおや、今日は威勢が足りないわね、お姫様。処女膜がなくなると塩らしくなるものなのかしら。
抜かせ。
Nessa doesn't say anything beyond that. She doesn't seem as strong as she usually is.
ともかく、信徒の様子を見る限り、薬による洗脳、催眠というのは間違いなさそうだけれど、その手がかりは依然として皆無なわけね。
About that, Nessa actually said she felt there was something off about the church building itself.
曖昧な言い方は嫌いよ。エビデンスはあるの？
I don't know if the concrete is involved, but we might figure something out if Nessa draws what she saw back then.
なら早くそうなさい。何か問題が？
線がうまく弾けない。
What? What the hell? What? The lines? What? Nessa's hand is trembling. The strangely distorted line is supposed to be straight. Nessa is not in good form for some reason.
こいつは。どういうことだ。いくら書いてもちゃんとした線が。くそ。なんだよ。
I have a feeling they're slightly brainwashed already, to the extent that even if they're not fully brainwashed, you know, if they're gonna do something that's straight up gonna put Julia's group into a disadvantage, they're gonna mess up or something like that. Mari, he's in a slump.
完成までどれくらい時間がかかるの？
こんな風になったのは初めてだから、いつどうなるか正直見当もつかねえ。
Please don't blame her. I think her injury is part of it.
怪我？だからなんだというのかしら。手下が体重を落としながら地頃をやっているのよ。組長さんがその低たらくでいいとでも？
二言もない。
Nessa looks at fault and bows her head. Seeing her like this, there's something inside me. It's my fault.
そのスランプとやらが治るのを待っている余裕は私たちにはないわ。
But it's probably all my fault.
数日のうちには必ず戻す。少しだけ時間をくれ。
If you're going to be mad at me.
うるさい。
She got mad at me. I mean, well, you did ask. I don't want anyone to blame Nessa.
役立たずの犬どもね。結局私が手に入れた用語だけが手がかりなのでしょ。
It looks through the notes I wrote down with dissatisfaction.
アーラメオラピーフ。
I knew it. They're still affected. Suddenly, it feels like all the blood in my body begins to boil at once.
ミナト、大丈夫か？
It's hard to breathe. My vision blurs and I'm overcome by a mysterious sense of euphoria.
この言葉をささやかれた途端に。へえ、なるほど。
どういうことだ？
I know it, they're already conditioned.
これは呪言、キーワードよ。日常的に刷り込みが行われているという過程があったでしょ。 それを表面に浮かび上がらせるためのキーがこの用語に仕組まれているのよ。
そうか。湊が低層体越しに勃起した時もこの言葉はささやかれた。
Nessan is also breathing laboriously, although not as badly as me. Yukao Kanshiro seems unfazed as she joyfully looks through the notebook.
なら洗脳が完了した時の条件を再現できれば実験としては十分よね。
てめえそんなことを。
スランプ女は黙っていなさい。役に立たないのだからせめておとなしく見ていたらどう？
Yukao Kanshiro takes off my clothes. I'm stripped down to just my chastity belt. Oh wait, he's still wearing that? I thought it was completely removed.
よせ、そんなことをしたらどうなるかもわからねえのに。
Okay, Nessan. If this is gonna lead to a new discovery, then I don't care. We can't win unless we uncover the nun's secrets.
湊。
Do it, Yukao Kanshiro. Nessan looks away. She hands Yukao Kanshiro a small key.
いい覚悟ね。安心なさい。私はちゃんと飴も与えるの。それだけ立っていれば問題なさそうね。夏美。
Natsumi appears and my chastity belt is removed.
さあ、腹を出して私にこびなさい。犬のように敗北を認めて私に生殺与奪を握らせるの。そう、つまりは。
Bruh. I was surprised of that H scene just now. Holy shit. That was keto. God damn. Damn, I have to cut it out. I'll try to put some part of it as a thumbnail. Man. Holy shit. Holy shit. I thought this is a long ass scene. I thought I was gonna finish after the scene, but I wasn't. Oh, fuck. Let's go. Goes without saying that my body hurts after being ridden for a long period of time.
今回も洗脳はできなかった。けれど少なくともある程度のコントロールを奪えたのは事実ね。
She wipes her vaginal opening with disgust and throws away the tissue paper. At least her first prediction was right.
キーワードを刷り込まれた人間は特定のキー、宗教用語を用いられた場合、コントロールを奪取されてしまうか。
The closer I was to ejaculating, the less I was able to think.
ええ、その状態で射精をした場合、洗脳は完了する。そんなところかしら。
It felt as if someone took away my brain, or as if my brain was connected to some different organ. That's what happened to the people who are brainwashed.
私と湊の差は刷り込みの度合いか。
でしょうね。これは合理的な方法よ。教徒同士は用語を言い合うことで互いの洗脳を強めることができる。自ら動かなくても勝手に深みへはまってくれるのだから。
It's hard to believe she's some unreasonable psychopath when her methods are this efficient.
けれどなぜか私たちでは完璧な洗脳とはならなかった。ジュリアじゃなければできない何かがあるのか、単位の問題とは思えないけれど。
Given how much success we had, what we're overlooking is likely an environmental factor.
もしくは快楽が足りなかったのか、それとも施設に関係があるのか。
There was something there. Something we didn't notice.
貴様の絵から何かがつかめることを祈っているわよ、お姫様。
Oh, I can finally leave. I can finally leave. At least I ended up with a good H scene, man. That was a very incredible H scene. Same. I had to cut it out. Incredible. Like I said, I'm just gonna leave it as a thumbnail or something. I don't know. It's kind of risky. I don't know, man. It was holy shit. Damn. Anyway, that's it for today's Henpri. Hopefully I continue tomorrow. I don't get distracted by Baldur's Gate 3.
Hentai please.
Fucking no. It's a bad. It was a mistake starting that game. I wish I bought that game way back then instead of Starfield. Anyway, that's it for today, and I'll see you guys on the next upload. Oh yeah, I might upload Baldur's Gate 3, but actually not really. Not really. Yeah. Anyway, I'll see you guys. Ciao.
雨の音が窓叩く